When you start now getting into the meat and potatoes of your pitching motion, you've gone now from your knees up onto your feet, and now we've got to create that circle forward. But remember, we can't do this in our pitching motion as we're getting ready to game, because that's not really going to generate a lot of power. So we want to make sure that we're squared off a little bit, and we start facing the catcher in this position. We want to create a base and a balanced position of dynamic and forward movement. If I take my right foot, I'm already going to put it at a 45-degree angle on the mound, and we're going to get into mound work later, but that's not important right now. Now it's still about balance. I'm going to point it at a 45-degree angle, and what I want to try to do is create the type of balance that I can have my pitchers get here, and they can feel that the weight and the balance is on their back foot, which is going to be their push foot. Okay, your stride foot is your left foot. That's going to be slightly behind you. All I want to do right now is get my pitchers up to this position right here. Take a look where my hands are. My palms are face down. That's a relaxed position for my upper body. What I eventually want to do is I really want to get to that position here, but I'm really trying to teach my young ladies how to drive forward off that back foot. So I get to what we call the stork position, and some people call it the Karate Kid position, but we call it the stork position because it looks like a stork getting ready to get into the water after a fish. What I'm trying to do right here is now pivot my transition, okay? And how do I do that? Well, notice that your upper body is going to move as your arms move. Your thumb is real important to get your hand in a really good position, and I really like to brush my thumb by my thigh so I know that my shoulders are moving in a really good position. If I just went up like this, I don't know where my shoulder is going to be. So for the young kids, if you can get them to brush their thumbs by their thigh, that'll set up their upper body position to continue to rotate over. And you can see that kinetics works together here, okay? And that's upper body mechanical movement. 45-degree position, my thumbs go by my thighs. I get to that position. I'm going to say that's position 1 in the Storke drill. I'll say get to position 2. And position 2 is over the top and landing. Position 2, and you notice that the ball stays on that side of my body. And from position 2, what I'll say is check your feet, pretty good 45-degree position, and then I'll say let it go. And that's number 3, all the way through. So right now, I know that our pitcher's never done this drill before. And so I'm going to set her up right now to do this drill. Okay, if you've watched already what's going on, all I want you to do is cheat your right foot in the pivot position. All right, and just get balance on your left foot or on your right foot right now. Just get to that balance position where your thumbs go right by your thighs and just hold that position right there. Good, okay. And if you notice what I'm trying to do right here is I'm trying to get that leg parallel to the ground and let that ankle relax a little bit. Okay, because what she's going to do is when she transitions, she's going to pivot that foot slightly, not over-rotating to land in position 2. And let's see, go ahead, position 2. Good work, very nice. Good job. That's a really good landing position. Where she's at right now, relax your body a little bit. And all I'm going to say is just release it and finish. And go ahead. Pretty good. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 in your Storke drill. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now as a teacher and teaching my young pitchers right here, I'll say, all right, get ready to go Storke drill. Nice, relax, set your feet up. All I want you to do is go to position 1, go ahead to 2, and let go 3. Good. The better thing that the thing she could have done better that time was once she gets to the landing position is to check the arm position. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, let's go to position 1, 2. Excellent. Good job. Right. Okay, good. There we go. And now, because it's this low, what she'll have a tendency to do, or young pitchers have a tendency to do, they'll try to muscle the hips and muscle the shoulders to catch up. But you don't have to, because all we're trying to do is let this ball get down a release point before the body and go. Very good. Good job. Excellent. Good work. Okay, now it's going to be a lot easier because drills are tough. Okay, drills are really tough. Go ahead and get that ball. Drills are really tough when we break them up. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to say, all right, go to 1 and then do 2 and 3 together. All right, got it? All right, let's see. Nice and relaxed, and go to 1. And 2 and 3 together. A lot easier, a lot more rhythm involved. Okay, that's a lot easier than breaking it up. But you can see that that's what we have to do as far as our sequence go. All right, go to 1. And 2 and 3 together. Very nice. The Storke drill is the first drill in building up that circle. Right now, we're almost ready to pitch.